It's Beats.tv.
Josie, man. Josie in traffic.
Yo,
man.
Djdo'me.
Yo.
Where you going, man?
Oh, man. Fucking stuck in traffic. It sucks. Stuck in traffic on my way to Kitchener's.
What you doing there, man?
Yeah, man. Going to Jazzuelle's there, so
Oh, yeah?
chat with him, man.
So you stalking DJs now?
Yeah, Stalk the DJ. Stalk the DJ. That's the new feature on bestbeats.tv. Stalk the DJ. Yeah. Let's do it. Yo, man, we out here at Kitchener's. Yeah, man, about to chat to Jazzuelle. He's got an event happening this Friday. Yeah, man, let's hear what he's got to say, man. Yo, Jazz. This guy. What's up, buddy?
What's going on,
Yeah, good. Yeah, man.
Let's do
Let's chat, bro. Let's chat. Anyway, yeah, man. What is Dark Disco, my man? Please explain to me.
Yo, Dark Disco is a party that, or it started as a concept that I actually played around with in Cape Town with a friend of mine, Erfan Pierce, when I wanted to do a party. And I was like, give me a name, bro. Like, give me a name that no one has used before. That
Yeah.
I don't want a deep underground whatnot or whatnot. No, just give me something that represents, you know, the underground, but it shouldn't be too obvious, you know? And we played around with names, and he's the one that actually helped me coin the term Dark Disco. And then when I came back to Joburg, I spoke to the mates, Da Capo, and back then the idea was to do the party with them, you know? Da Capo, Cat the Cat, Punk.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, Cats are also just like involved with other projects and stuff.
Obviously,
And
yeah.
I needed someone to be focused on this project 100%, you know? So I just ended up, this year I decided to take like full control of the whole project.
Nice.
And Kitchener's, well, Andrew from Kitchener's approached me and he was like, bruv, your party did so well the last time, and how about we just do it every month? Every first Friday of every month, it's gonna be a Dark Disco night. And I was like, wow, man. This isn't just big just for me or my concept, but just like for the underground and exposing people this side of the world in Bram to every first Friday of the month to like cats that they've never even heard from in the deep house fraternity, you know? But it's not just, also it's just not like, it's not confined to deep house as well. You know, I'm inviting cats that play broken beats, new jazz, lounge, electronic music.
It's different sounds, eh?
It's a celebration of music, basically,
Yeah,
and the
definitely.
underground. You know what I mean? Yeah. So basically, the party is just to celebrate music, man, and just to come together in one confined space. You know?
Cool. So how long so far? So this year is the second one, eh?
Damn, I actually don't remember. Because we've been doing it every 4 months or every 5 months. I think this year is the second. Yeah.
It's the second one.
Yeah, this is the second. Yeah, where I'm doing it, and it's grown strength to strength. And I mean, I'm still starting it out because I'm also just really busy with my own projects.
Yeah.
You know, I told you I just
Making
finished,
music.
I just finished my album, so I'm just kind of like busy, but I'm also just trying to give it some time. Vini is also helping me do the lineups for Dark Disco.
Oh, dope.
I'm trying to get help from every angle, man, you know? And he actually emailed me with some suggestions for lineups and stuff, so I'm sure I'll get him involved in the whole project altogether as well.
Cool. And then speaking about the lineups, who's on this lineup for this Friday?
This Friday, man, I feature one of my favorite producers, Ice.
I'm looking forward to that guy.
Yeah, me too, man. And it's crazy, bro, because I mean, things have relatively happened so quickly, you know?
Yeah.
You know, with leaving the country and whatnot, but I've never lost the guys that I've loved, you know, when I was starting up. And Dice was one of them, actually, you know. And I remember I used to go mad over his tech, he's a deep tech tunes, man. And to have him come, I remember that the conversation was so quick as well. I was like, bro, I want you for this party, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, cool, let's do it. Let's do it. And I was like, what?
Nice.
And he's like, party up for your party. I was like, okay, cool, let's do it. Do you know what I mean? So, the Ice, and then the other one is Dafro,
Bro, yeah.
who's impressed me a lot, man. And
Got some nice beats.
yeah, and it's crazy because he said he messaged me way back. You know, man, I look at inboxes and I just track them. You know what I mean?
I know.
Do you know what I mean? And it's not that. Sometimes I'm just like really busy with something.
Yeah.
You know, or I'm really stressed, and you know, because one thing is that when you're somewhere in the industry or you're in a position, you know, and you're high up there, there's a lot of pressure for you to stay there. There's new cats coming up. You've got to be better than them. There's hype happening. You got to make sure that you counter that hype, and that's happening. You got to make sure that your fans are not being pulled that side. So there's so much stuff that goes. You know, so when people message me, I'm just like, man. For small talk, I'm just like, no, yeah, man. Back to you, bro. So it's crazy because I was with him in Polokwane at this other gig we were playing, Palaboro actually.
Yeah.
And yo, he was like, bro, I messaged you long ago, and now we're chilling here together, and you're telling me you like my beats, and I was like, yeah, bro, like, and because he reminds me a bit like Da Capo, but different. He's different. You know, I could see he pulls some inspiration from Da Capo, but he's also different, though. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's the future, man, and I'm happy that like. You know, like even last month, I featured Mash, Mash. I featured Niazisto, who, yeah, I think they were the new guys, kind of like in that disco. And my point to feature them is just that I want to expose more of the new guys, you know, the younger guys, because that's the fucking future, man.
Exactly,
I mean, I'm still fucking young, but
Definitely,
but. These younger guys, even like I know that they're getting inspired from the things that we're doing. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So why not help them expose them?
Do you know what I mean? And the apple is big for all of us, man. It's not it shouldn't be what you call this. It shouldn't be a monopolized industry where only a few cats are taking control of everything. Do you know what I mean? I hate that. So much could happen, and the industry could go so much more if we gave a chance to everyone that at least has some potential, bro. That's why I worked with Mash on my forthcoming album now. You know, I work with Dawson as well, and I'm trying to push them, man. You know, I'm trying to give them a little nudge so people can see them and so forth. You know. Anyway, besides Ice, Dafro, and then the man himself, the Enigma, the owner of Kitcheners actually, Andrew. You know.
Yeah.
His sets are. I've listened to his sets a few times. You know, they're interesting. They eclectic. You know, he plays mostly with vinyls, and his sets are never really predictable. It's not like a straight 4-4 thing. He'll play boogie, he'll play funk, he'll play some jazz, he'll play some breaks, and then he'll surprise you with some deep underground cuts that you've never heard from. You know what I mean? He also tours around the world. I mean, he travels around the world. He just recently played at what's this? Is it Rush Hour? But I know, I'm not sure what's the record store called, but it's the record store. The owner owns the label called Rush Hour, which is one of the biggest record labels in the world, man. And he's played there, man. And that's a huge thing, and no one talks about it. You know what I mean? So I told him, yo, bro, I'm going to expose you to my crowd, you know? And I'm going to expose you to my crowd, and then I'm going to give you a platform to play, and then let's see what you can do. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's me, Andrew, The Ice, and Dafro. And Andrew opens, and then I'll probably play last on the night, yeah. But I'll probably play some of the tunes on my new album as well. So.
Oh, that would be interesting, yeah.
Yeah, because when I played them last time, man, it was like, because I was itching. I was like, oh my gosh, what are they going to do when they hear this?
Yeah.
And I immediately went for the kill from the beginning. Like, I just went in. And I remember Kat looking at me, and he was like, yay, Mchan. Yeah. Yeah. Now you're angry, you know? So yeah, there's a lot of, I mean, besides the night on Friday, there's a lot that I'm looking forward to, man. You know, just I'll probably do an album tour with the guys. We're still planning it, which means I'll be so busy, man. Like, because I've already got dates filled up until like April, you know. So I don't know how it's gonna work, but we have to do an album launch, or album launches at least here in Djdo'me.
cool.
You know what I mean? Your Rockefellers, here even, House 22. You more of the venues that everyone knows. You know what I mean? And that's the way it goes, man. Yeah.
Nice. And then, yeah, man, I'm a DJ. I want to play a dub disco.
Yeah.
This guy, how do I get noticed by you? You know, the real question here is how do you really select your DJs for?
Like I said, you know, before it was me, and there's no real criteria. The criteria, I've been kind of playing God, you know? Like, I just took control of everything. Like, I'm the one that usually just says, okay, you're playing, and that's it. And usually it's like a thing that's centered around friendship. I usually invite my friends, but also most of the guys that play are kind of either breaking in, hyped, or they've made it. So,
I see a lot of producers as well.
Yeah. It's cats that have been at it, man, you know. But also, I remember last year, I just forgot to do it this time, where I give a chance to someone that's undiscovered. And I have a status update and I say, no, I have a 1 hour opening set for 2 DJs, one at 7, one at 8, and you guys can join the lineup and tell me why I should book you, or what does Deep House mean to you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And yeah, man, and people come in. I mean, I had over 1,000 messages on my, and it's crazy, bro, because I was like,
yo, can you imagine
I can't go through them, man. And I'm like, I got 1,000 messages, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Yeah, okay, no, you're playing. You know, it's fine. Let's just come. And it's sad because I realized these guys actually want me to watch them. It means a lot to them because most of the time I would come late, you know, and they were like, yeah, but you know what? And I'm like, oh, I didn't know. I thought you wanted to play the party. You know, so another thing Vinny also always tells me actually is like, you know, who are you to tell someone what you or how much you mean to them? Do you know what I mean? I've got this thing where I still don't know how people see me, you know? I see people going crazy. I came back from Kimberley, man. There's a guy that I met that cried when he met me, and I was like, Muren.
Cried, man.
You know? And I'm still, you know, I'm a slow learner, you know? I catch up slow, but I saw there, man, that how many people I affect actually, you know, which means I need to do things a bit differently if things are actually like that, you know what I mean? I'm not a celebrity. I don't want to be a celebrity, man. I love making music. And
celebrity.
But, you know, hype's hype, you know, you can't stop it.
Yeah, definitely.
If people love what you do, if they resonate with what you do, then that's it, man. You should appreciate it, welcome it, and make sure that you inspire and motivate them. And that's all I want to do this year, man. I just want to make sure that I inspire the kid in the bedroom that has little or not even a studio to make music, man, or to believe in himself when no one else is believing in himself. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's my standing basically, bro. But yeah, to answer your question actually, because I think I just went, yeah, because Vinny, I asked Vinny because I'm busy, you know. So I asked Vinny, yo, can you please
recommend?
Yeah, don't do the lineup, but recommend, and then we'll sort it out together. And it was like, yeah, he sent me a few suggestions, and yeah, we're gonna work at it and then see where it goes and whatnot. But yeah, man, anyone can just, I don't know.
Yeah, man, just put out mixes, impress this guy. That's
it. You know, it's because it's not just mixes. It's also just like hype as well.
Yeah,
like
exactly, yeah.
You've gotta have some sort of hype. I think, you know, it's not a criteria, but I mean, I'm also trying to sell a party here at the same time, and we're also trying to make money as well. Do you know what I mean? So it depends, man. Like it's whatever. The thing is, it's whatever because people want to come to the party and they want to play main sets and stuff, and I'm like, calm down, bro. Just open. Like, just open. Do you know what I mean? Because it's worse when I have a huge lineup. Like on my birthday, where I had, besides Mash and Yazisto, like, yo, man, like, I was just like, okay, guys, okay, let's just come down and just talk about this, you know? Who's gonna, and everyone wants to play around 12, around 1, around 11, and I'm like, it doesn't work like that, man. This place is gonna be packed, you'll see, you know?
Okay, cool, man. Yeah, I mean, we need to wrap it up soon. Hey,
Yeah, man.
this guy. Yeah, man. I wanted to ask, you've been playing overseas, my man, you know?
Yeah.
What do you think we're lacking here in Zanzibar that we could learn from them, you know? Especially in the deep house scene, you know?
I mean, the electronic music industry here is very different to, let's say, in Europe. You know what I mean? Like, let's say I've been to Barcelona, the UK, Germany. Let's say Germany, you know, because I've been there longer. I think it's yeah, man.
If any, bro. Or maybe they could learn from us. You know?
No, of course they could learn from us. We've got rhythm, bro.
Yeah.
I played some of the biggest festivals in Europe, Sona Festival, Glastonbury, and they still amazed at how we use the echo, for instance, or how we mix and how we move when we mix. We've got groove. African people naturally
I've
have
noticed the mixing
groove.
as well, yeah?
Do you know what I mean? African people naturally have groove. That's why coffee goes there and amazes them. And to us, some of us, what he's doing is like, yeah,
Slow-mo,
I'll probably
yeah.
do that. You know what I mean? They're just like, wow, oh my gosh. Do you know what I mean? And I mean, I was doing that at Glastonbury, man. I was like going in, and they were like, stage managers like, what? You know? And I was like, yes, Africa, man, it's Africa. Do you know what I mean? So there's a big difference, you know? I think it's also just like the history and how the music industry kind of like developed that side is so different here. Because we grew up on what? Mostly quiet. So most of the generation right now in the electronic music industry right now, I'll talk specifically with the Black Oaks, you know, the black scene. Most of which are inspired by Kwaito. You know, I mean, I'm inspired by TKZ and Mashampla and whatnot. Do you know what I mean? I used to, because that's how I started DJing. I used to put a cassette there with pegs there, and I used to press like, you know. That's when I knew that I actually wanted to be a DJ. Do you know what I mean? So I think that despite the rhythm and everything, I think those guys are probably far ahead because that industry is way more developed than ours. Our industry is still small, bro. Like, if you look at the scene here, you could literally count how many artists are in the top 5 or in the top 10. You know what I mean? In Berlin or in London, or it's different. It's like there's so many guys that are there, like hundreds, bro. And the thing is, it's only starting now, where your Meshes, your FK, whatnot, and more guys are coming out, and they're joining us and whatnot. And the thing is, the pie is big, man. People need to join in, make the scene bigger. We're not competing with any genre like hip hop or anything. I think people need to stop thinking about that. You know, they need to focus. We need to focus on what we're doing on our scene, the underground music scene, and you know what I mean. And just keep it moving forward, bro. And not think about Europe. You know, screw Europe. You know what I mean? There was an article on, was it BBC, that we're the biggest consumer of house music in the world. You know what I mean? That's huge. And we've got someone like Black Coffee, who's probably, arguably, he smashed doors when he's there, bro. He's bigger than some of the artists that, boy, are huge there. And he's African. And now you've even got Black Panther movie coming. I mean, come on, we're taking over, bro. Do you know what I mean?
That's why.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like people need to just believe in themselves and not think that things will only happen for me when I'm in Europe, or Europe is like the be all and end all of the industry. No ways. You know, I mean, to grow, yeah. Head out, go out, explore the world, and see how things are. They're different. I mean, I was with Shimza in Croatia, and we were both pissing our pants, man. Like, the weather was killing us, but the scene was very different there as well. You know what I mean? And I mean, all these experiences make you come back with something, and it's so nice to tell people about it as well. You know what I mean? What's the point of going all over everywhere if you don't come and share the knowledge, and you know what I mean. But I can tell you that, especially that festival, man, celebrates Afro House. Afro House is like, I'm gonna say it, thanks to Black Coffee, bro. He's literally put Afro House on the map. Beatport.com has a section for Afro House that it never had before, because of cats like Black Coffee, because of parties. There's a big party in Berlin at Watergate called Africa Rise, or it's called Rise or something like that, and it celebrates African house. You know what I mean? Or percussive based house music. You know what I mean? So it's Africa's on the rise, man. We should stop looking at Europe or North America as the benchmark and actually see ourselves as a fucking benchmark. Do you know what I mean?
Man, yeah, we've been talking. Yeah, man, in terms of your sets, man, how long do you prepare for your sets? Do you prepare for your sets?
I don't prepare.
Yo!
And I've got Record Box just to check my music.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really prepare, man.
Is it?
I've been playing for what now? 12 years. You know, if anything I've seen, if there's anything that I've seen while playing is that there's no one size fits all kind of like.
Most of the time
yeah,
it
man,
changes,
it's all about. Yeah,
vibe as
I'd
well,
like
man.
to play more deep house sets when I go play, but you can't curate a playlist and say, unless if you really know how you play.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I do that because
Unless you're doing an opening.
Yeah, exactly. Because I know the first 3 songs. I can plan the first 3 songs. After that, it's me and the crowd.
Freestyle, eh?
It's me and the crowd. It's an interaction. DJing is interaction. It's entertainment, but it's also education as well. You can't go and just play and be a deep house DJ because of you want to sound deep. Nonsense, man. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? No, you need to grow up from that. It's dance music. People need to dance, but it should also be, and yeah, you should also educate the crowd. They must be like, oh my gosh, I've never heard that before. What is that? Do you know what I mean? They shouldn't. It's not a. It should never be a jukebox. You should never become a glorified jukebox.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Glorified jukebox.
Shame on you. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't plan my sets, but most of the time I play headlining sets. So I do fall in the trap where I have to rock a night, bro. Where people are expecting me to actually go in, like Gucci. Yeah, no, beast mode now. Like I'm going in, like you know. And sometimes I don't feel like doing it. Sometimes I feel like being really spiritual, man, and just like keeping it mellow. And I mean, I'm booked at 1 a.m. in the morning, and the promoter pays me 20K for an hour, and I need to make sure that he gets his money worth. And do you know what I mean?
People are dancing, not leaving. Yeah.
Man. It's
cool. Yeah, no, that's cool. So, in terms of this Friday, what can we expect from your set?
Oh man, I'll definitely be playing new tunes from the new album. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to, but I don't care. I'm gonna play them, man. I'm gonna play them. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing new tunes from the new album, bits and pieces from the last album because I'm sure they'll want to hear that, you know. And yeah, and then I'll probably go in and make everyone crazy as usual and blah blah blah, you know. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm more excited to see the reactions for because every month people react differently. Like if I play a song for the first time, they might not respond as crazy, you know, that I expect them to be. But if I play it for 3 months consecutively, bravo. Like the thing is, the more you can actually make a song big by actually playing it over and over and over. You know what I mean? Repetition. You know what I mean? And yeah, bro. But I'll basically playing most of my songs and a bit of the music that I buy around. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, man. Give us more info about this Friday. Yeah. We're starting 8 p.m.
Starting at 8 p.m. It's free before 8 p.m. and then $50 after 8 p.m. Party closes at around 4. 3:30. They close the gate at 3:30, but party closes at 4 a.m. in the morning.
So it's from 8 until 4.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be. Do you know what I mean? What else? Yeah, anyone that looks young or looks like they're 15 should probably bring an ID as well. You know what I mean? Because I've had folks that message me that say, yo, man, we been turned back here. There's like 20 of us. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm at home, man. Like,
That thing I can
do you know what I mean? If you look, I mean, why are you giving your ID? You know, it's
driver's license.
it's a venue. What do you expect? You know, they're at liberty to say you can't come in if you look like you're a kid.
All rights reserved.
You know what I mean? So, besides that, what else? Lineup times I'll probably dish out tomorrow, around midday. Yeah, man, that's it.
Yeah, so it's Friday.
Yeah, everyone can look forward to house, lounge, broken beats, disco. Yeah, I'm not trying to make. Maybe I'll play around genres as well, man. Sometimes I don't like being forced to play deep house.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dark disco. Cause I remember I played the 9-hour set here in Jan. And I played broken beats, new jazz, disco. And the deep house head is like, what's this guy doing, man? You know? Like, what's up? You know, and I'm like, no, come to appreciate music.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, these days, maybe before I used to give a damn. These days, I don't give a damn, bro. Come and listen to music. If you're not here for the music, take a step. You know what I mean?
It's all about the good music, man.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I hope I see everyone there. Best Beats is gonna be recording everything live.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, man, it's gonna be a disco. Yeah.
Dark disco.
Dark disco.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Cool, buddy.
Nice one.
Nice, yeah. So lastly, man,
Yeah.
where can people book Jazzuelle, buddy?
Complicated one, eh?
That's why I'm asking. Nothing complicated.
Yeah. Most of my Cape Townian bookings I handle myself directly. Just send me a message on my, because most bookings I handle these days directly. I just handle my page quickly, and I send someone a contract and whatnot, and blah, it's over, you know. In Joburg, I probably still do things directly, but also Christos also does my bookings as well, under Katitis Bookings, and that's bookings at katitismusic.com. And I'm sure there's a number, but I never remember the number. But yeah, besides Chris, just message me, and I usually just message me on the page on Facebook, Jazzuelle, Twitter, Jazzuelle, Instagram, Jazzuelle, and I usually respond in a sec, man. And yeah.
That's one.
Thank you, man.
That's it, man. Yeah.
Nice one. This is Jazzuelle. Check out my mix on bestbeats.tv.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Nice one, Jen.
Yeah, man. Zed, you heard it, man. You heard it from the horse's mouth. Jazzuelle. This Friday, Dark Disco's, yeah, strong. Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to guys. Oh, man, I love this boy's beats, man. Yeah. Your resident, Djdo'me. For Best Beats TV, I'm out.
Bestbeats.tv.
It's your resident, Djdo'me. For bestbeats.tv. I'm out.
Is beats.tv.